The X-Men, though. Some of the X-Men very fast some
Sure.
more because we got Thunderbolts came out. That was a big, I mean, it's not a massive hit for them, but it got a lot of talk, I should say. Even like now the numbers aren't massive, but Kevin Feige wants to continue that direction. I enjoyed it too. Do you think that is this guy the director of that the way to go, though? That's the question. You know, is this going to be enough? What do you think about that, Spencer?
Did you see the post-credit scene?
I did. I thought that was great. And they are the new Avengers. They are the new Avengers, you know, 100%.
That was a very good indication of where things are going. And I think this was a good segue into that. I believe it's the Russo brothers that.
The Russo brothers directed that too. Yeah. They directed that on the set of Doomsday. Yeah.
And you can tell there's just, you know, they're particular. They like things, you know, a certain way. And I really like, I think, what they are going to do with it and with all of this personally. So I'm on board.
Do you think they're nervous about like the numbers aren't as big as they expected them to be? They still went down as like 53% second weekend. Not horrible, but not the best. You know, you think they're nervous about that at all?
Do I think that Marvel is nervous about?
Yeah.
A little bit, but I don't. I also think that like this is the Misfits movie. You know what I mean? Like it's not. It's supposed to help carry us into it, but I mean I think that after Captain America, they were just like, please like this. Just please,
oh my
like
God,
something,
you can tell. Yeah.
You know, and
somebody please.
I like it. I thought it was good.
They changed the tone of the marketing of it like pretty late in the game, and would say to their benefit. Like I really didn't give a shit when it was in there. Like I was like, all right, it'll be interesting. But they really like took some good lessons, and they like responded to the moment in terms of like their marketing, what they had to do. They let David Harbour go the fuck out and do whatever the hell he wanted to do, which was
David
fantastic.
Harbour. So fucking
Who
great.
doesn't want to love? You gotta love David Harbour. Friend of the show, David Harbour.
Friend of the show. Friend of the fucking show.
I like Thunderbolts. I'm excited. I liked it. I think that there was enough done there for like Yelena got just such a nice like focus and arc and like evolution as a character, and you finally had a hero dealing with the fallout of all this loss. Like we haven't had this movie felt like take the breath and move on. Right? Like I like that. I like that. I am a big Sentry head, as you all know.
Oh God, so
love Sentry too.
I like the turn. I mean, it's interesting. God, someone did a really good breakdown.
Lewis Pullman was so great as Sentry too. He was so great.
Yeah, he did great. But like, you know, changing the idea of, you know, right. So Spider-Man, No Way Home, right? The last one they did, and it was a mind wipe spell, and everyone had to forget who Spider-Man was. They were like, oh shit, wait, our villain in Thunderbolts, you kind of have to forget who he is to also. So then they made it, no, the character themselves, they have the short-term memory thing, which I was like, oh, thank God. Because then it was otherwise you'd just be doing the same thing over again, and maybe people would have caught wise to that. But no, it was great. Sentry was not a knockoff Superman. He's got the power of 10,000 exploding stars.
where you're coming from, but no.
I mean, he's kind of like Marvel's Superman in a way, right? In a way.
There's a lot of
value.
Yeah.
Hyperion. When we get that,
this is like, gosh, I don't know. I guess I explained it as Superman with multiple personality disorder. But you know, you got just so many other ones that are so much more epitomizing of Superman.
I love what they did this. I'd love to deal with it, though. I think that the idea of Bob, they did the Bob thing so many times. The fact that Pullman plays multiple Bob characters in all these movies he's been doing is just hilarious. Even Top Gun, he was Bob. And I think that's just fun. It's like a fun little inside type deal. I'm like, keep casting this guy as Bob. GR, what do you think? What do you think about this Thunderbolts director coming in to spearhead the next 10 years of the MCU? 10 years of X-Men. Is this the guy for the job, you think, with a movie that didn't break $1 billion?
I like that. I agree with both of the guys. It was a good movie. It was fun. It was well done. 10 years, not a chance in hell it'll happen. I mean, they'll say, we're going to do 10 years, and they'll do 5 if we're lucky.
And that'll be 2 movies.
Exactly.
Do you think that this is? Do you think that? Because there's a lot of in the chat people were saying too. It's like they didn't really like it that much, and you know, on the audience, you know, they didn't really come out as much for the second weekend. And that bums me out because I think this is a good movie. Do you think that could be a factor that could stop them from hiring the same director from Thunderbolts for the X-Men, or changing their mind? I should say.
Could they? Yes, but if they really like this guy, they'll give it to him anyway. I mean, yeah, he did a good job. The movie was not bad. I mean, I don't agree with the chat that it wasn't good. Even if Bob keeps popping into the movies, it doesn't hurt it.
I fucking love Bob. I think it's a great choice. Like every time I said Bob, I laughed my ass off. And then like Jordan went to see it, and he kept saying Bob throughout the first show. And I didn't see it yet. He's like, "You'll get it when you'll see it. Bob. Bob is the name." But I just think it's
Bob. I'm sorry. Wrong generation.
I think it's officially.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say officially we lost Liam. I think officially we did lose Liam. I think.
Oh yeah, I thought he was here this whole time underneath me. That's
no.
Wait,
Dave
that's
popped.
not Liam?
Liam?
No. You know, Dave popped and he said that he might be able to have a few moments. I'm like, Dave, good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Collect all the Daves we can get.
I know, right?
Sensitive nipples.
Oh,
I know you do, Dave. I know you do.
Like, but it is the Marvel
Me too,
way to
Dave.
do a ton of like reshooting and rejiggering of stuff, right? Like, I think that Screen Crush did a fantastic breakdown on like the Thunderbolts we didn't get. I believe it was Screen Crush, but it was talking about how Taskmaster had a lot more to do and wasn't just killed off for a
killed off so
gag.
fast.
And I know that Ghost had a little bit more of a personality in you know the original cut or something like that. But I don't know. I liked what we got with it. When an ensemble cast like that, somebody's going to get shortchanged. Otherwise, we're going to get a 5-hour movie. God damn it, Dave! Put a shirt on, buddy.
Dave doesn't need shirts.
I'm excited. If this is more of the style of what we're going to get with the X-Men, I think they're very hesitant to do it because it is one of the bigger IP-nesses that have just been laying there flaccid and dead for so long. Like,
True.
You want to handle it correctly. You have to handle that IP-ness correctly.
You do.
Yeah. So, yeah.
In his hands,
they're very
I feel like they think that his hands are very capable of shaping that IP-ness to make it solid again. You know,
I think so. It can. Yeah, it could be a really strong, firm franchise for many years for the Mouse if they needed it. But yeah, I think that first step is so important. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
but
I think so
It
too.
didn't sound like Dave was agreeing with that comment.
Dave got his own thing.
He does.
That was awesome.
Dave for Magneto 2028. I don't know.
I would love that shit. Give Dave that chance. I'm intrigued by this though, and I think that the Marvel is moving in the right direction. But I keep hearing that they don't even have like a full script for Doomsday, which is like another whole thing. There's like no full script, and they're writing it as they go. But they said they did that full.
Pieces of it.
Yeah,
That's so scary. I don't get it, man.
Very dangerous.
It can be very dangerous, but you know
what? What they're doing, right? Like, I mean,
they did it before. Can they do it again? That's the question. Can they do it again? Only time will tell. We're saying Blade's probably gone, guys. So if you hear this shit about Blade, I think this is the last time we talk about it on Cruise Control. We let it die. It's done. It's over with. And the X-Men, we trust. We trust the X-Men are going to be big when they actually, get to the screen. We started it with Deadpool, Wolverine. We got to keep it moving. We got to keep it moving, get the momentum. And I love the old cast. So give them a good send-off. Just give them a good send-off, guys.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all. Cruise Control Show. Cruise Control Show.